the $10, right? That's, I mean, some
of the
portion would
$10.
be premium. Yeah.
Of the $10, 3 will go to premium channels.
And on this, I need to give 70% back to the channel provider, to the program. Okay. So basically, I'm going to pay 70% on 30%.
Right.
So 21%. Yeah. So
right.
Okay, got it. So in that case, I will be making $85 million dollars on a million customers.
Yeah.
And this 85 million, you said amortized over 3 years. Okay, so I would have to spend 200 to 250 million to set those customers up. But then I would, over 3 years, I would make about 250 million. So, I mean, I will roughly break even, but of course then I would also have to spend my OPEX.
Yeah, right. But you break even with 1 million subscribers. This is Africa.
Yeah.
Suppose you get 3 million.
Yeah.
In 6 years.
Yeah. Then of course it's much more interesting. But
exactly. That's why I call it scalable, because as I sit here, to be honest with you, I haven't worked out a detailed business model, but you and I are now discussing the fundamentals of the business model. It will be substantially different, and the most important attribute of it will be that this business model fits the satellite. B, is scalable. 3, is the kind of thing that it's in demand as opposed to data, which is not. Mm-hmm. So that's the basis. The basis of my argument. What actually happens. Will depend a lot on on the ground situation. They getting the right personnel. To work with you.
Yeah.
The right kind of experts is what I mean to say.
No, I understand why this makes sense, right? But if this is pretty much the best they can do, I'm just trying to get a sense like how good it actually is, right? So, I mean, it's undoubtedly is better than what they have now. So that's clear. But how much of the fixed costs would you think they would need to have? I mean, roughly, right? Because the problem with this model is that, again, even if I do this model on the 3 million customers, right? So annualizing, right? So taking this taking this annualized cost of setting the customer up, right? Divided over 3 years.
Yeah.
Even then, like I would be on 3 million customers, I would be making maybe about 30 million of cash before my fixed costs, right? So the question is how much but now I think the fixed costs were about like 60, 70 million. So
one item to keep in mind, after I become a force to reckon with, and the programming is very popular, I don't have to be subsidizing the terminals. The subscribers, I will have to charge the subscribers the full cost of the terminal. You got to pay me up front. This is the way it works in the rest of the world.
Right.
So, in other words, after your programming packages become popular, subsidizing the equipment, the consumer premise equipment, is not a necessary thing to do. Those were just the things that you needed to do to seed the market.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is very helpful. Okay, great. So then of course I make a lot more money. But in any case, what do you think the fixed costs would need to be in this case? You said that like now they're obviously spending way too much, but from what I understand, they spent about 30 million. Sorry, about 30 million on. Actually, it's really 70 million in the fixed costs, right? And this is between the cost of sales and SG&A. I don't know how much of this is actually marketing, but let's say probably about.
I mean, one can research this very easily and get a nice financial model worked out, and then you can do all the planning that you need to do. But the basic idea, don't forget the basic idea. The basic idea is, if this satellite, this business proves to be, you ask me, would I buy it for $1? Yeah, if I buy it for $1,